Hello, everybody, and welcome to Frog Wrestling. It is another Wrestling Wednesday. I'm your host, John Jagger. Happy to have you. Happy to see you be a part of this as we keep on watching AI versions of my friends beat each other up. That's what we do here, and it's a damn good time. And you know what? We're going to have an awesome show today. As a matter of fact, it's going to be real good, I'm sure. I know when it's going to be good because I get excited and I wait all week for this day. Just like you, if you're there and you're getting excited about it, I'm the same way. I'm like, I gotta know what happens. Because I don't know. I have an idea, but I don't know. I know a little more than you. Slightly more. I do know what the matches are today, and I do know that they're going to be awesome. But let's talk about our main event. Because the main event for this week's show was predetermined. It's been determined since Thursday. And what I want to do right now to kick things off is to show you exactly how we got here. Exactly how we got our main event of the night. So I'm going to cut now to a hopefully going to work clip from Core on Thursday night, where you will get to see the match made between our champion Scott Johnson and the challenger Beau Schwartz. Let's take a look. Let's see what we can see here.
Oh, how about he tries wrestling me without his jorts in a tighty whities match?
Oh shit!
No jorts.
A whitey tighties match. I don't know, Scott. Do you accept a whitey tighties match against Beau?
Yeah. So the rule would be I won't wear the jorts, but I will not wear anything to replace the jorts. So only the tighty whities underneath. I'll do that.
Oh, how about he tries wrestling me?
So there you go. That's how it happened. More details were eventually ironed out, but that is how the match happened. That is how we came to this point. A challenge was issued by Beau Schwartz for a rematch, and only wearing tighty whities. And then later, because there was some fear of interference, it was determined that it should be in Hell in a Cell, so that nobody could get in. We knew it was going to be Scott versus Beau in their underwear, going at it. Now, for some flavor, there was a little bit. I'm allowing one additional article of clothing for each of them. Not the jorts. We all know the jorts are powerful. But Beau is getting to keep his arm wraps, and Scott did not want to be barefoot on the gross wrestling mat, and he's going to be wearing socks. Other than that, Beau doesn't get his VR headset. Scott doesn't get his lucky jorts. They're going to throw down. Now, we are about to get into the matches proper. That is going to be our main event, so look forward to that at the end of the show here today. We're going to get into the matches proper. We're starting this week with an 8-man battle royale match. So that means all 8 competitors are going to be starting in the ring, trying to knock their opponents over the top ropes, feet land on the floor, and then they're eliminated. This is going to determine the new Money in the Beefcase holder. So that is what we will be getting out of this particular match. It's going to be big, like 8 people in there. Let's go down. Let's break it down, and it will also help me set up the match. We're going to have Ben from Mod Syndicate in there. Oh my gosh, while this is happening, anonymous gifted subs going out. 5 Tier 1 gifted subs. Congrats to Baylel, Mayor McCheese 73, Ale X 1969, Beau Schwartz himself getting gifted a sub here today. Sell Me 1371 also getting a sub. Congratulations to everybody who got one. All right, back to the that is greatly appreciated. I don't want to sound dismissive by moving quickly, but we got to get to this roster because it's going to be a big match. So Ben is going to be in there from Mod Syndicate. We are going to see Brian Ibbott, who has been on a particularly brutal streak lately. Had a real strong showing against Garrett. Very vicious. Speaking of chance for revenge, Garrett is going to be in this battle royale as well. So we will be seeing him. You will also be seeing myself participate in this match. So look for that. You will also be seeing Marc Spagnuolo. Is going to be participating in this. Marc has been a little quiet lately, but could be a dark horse candidate to win this match and elevate his status in the league. Certainly. Patrick Beja is going to be in here. Randy Jordan opting not to participate to allow his tag team partner a chance to try and win the Beefcase on his own. However, also in this match, Tanner Goodman. That means Mod Syndicate is going to have 2 representatives. They have a better chance of bringing the Beefcase home with them as they have 2 representatives participating in this. So good lucks on their side. The numbers just favor them. But that also means Ben and Tanner could be in a situation where they have to fight each other. And of course, will that be good news for the Mod Syndicate? Hard to say. So we are also, our last competitor in here is a big one. Vorel, Rasvim, Kurik going to be participating in this as well. And I think simply saying his name is enough to make people think pretty good chance he might be the one to secure it. So those are the participants. I'm about to throw up the poll. You can do your voting. You'll be able to see the list of them. They're all doing their entrances, so you got plenty of time on this one. Lots and lots of time. So settle in while we watch everybody come to the ring. We'll talk more about it as they make their way. But think about who you believe is going to win. Again, this is not a pinfall or submission match. This is about throwing your opponent out of the ring. The last one standing in the ring will be the winner. That's what we're going to see here today. So I'll start that prediction right now. 5 minutes to get your votes in. And we're going to be sitting here for a little bit while they make their way to the ring. At least once it decides to load. I accidentally tweaked some graphical settings that I didn't mean to. So if we run into some tech issues, we may have to do a little reboot today. I know what changed, and I just thought I'll leave it. But if it ends up being a regret, which maybe this loading amount of time is leading me to believe that that might be the case, we'll change it back, and it'll be fine. So we'll see. But it is loading 8 competitors. You know, this is a lot. This is the max you're allowed to have in a ring at a time in this game. You can have more through the Battle Royale, but, or not the Battle Royale, the Royal Rumble, but not at once. There we go.
Here he comes.
And starting right off the bat with Ben, keep in mind this is not a Royal Rumble. Everybody will be starting in the ring at the same time.
Representing the Syndicate from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 275 pounds.
Now, an important detail about the Money in the Bank. We've talked a lot about it And as the owner, CEO, head of Frog Wrestling, I want to make it clear that I've made a determination here. We are changing the rules of the Money in the Bank. We saw the chaos last week from me trying to make it to where the AI would actually cash in. To speak a little out of character for a moment. It was chaotic. And when I don't have it set that way, we've seen how long Dunaway held on to it without cashing in. So the new rules for Money in the Bank are as follows. The Money in the Bank contract guarantees participation in a title match for the title associated with the contract. In this case, the Dragon Beef Championship. In the case of the Women's Money in the Bank, the Women's Championship. Guarantees you a title match whenever you want. In addition, if for some reason, I will still put on the AI run-in. If the AI decides to cash in, I'll allow it. But we haven't seen it. In the entire time of playing this game, we haven't seen it. I'm going to assume it doesn't happen. So I will allow run-ins if for some reason it happens. But otherwise, it just guarantees a match. Another thing it can do is it can introduce you into a championship match. So say Scott and Beau were fighting. If we had a Money in the Bank for the championship title, you could make it a triple threat match. So that is going to be an option too. It gives you the power to participate in the match. Which kind of nerfs the Money in the Bank a little bit in gamer terms, but you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be. So that is going to be the new way Money in the Bank works around here. And of course, we'll explain all that more should the need arise. We've actually had a couple rule changes. We'll talk about them as they are relevant. With this being a match for the Money in the Beefcase, it's kind of relevant, so I wanted to mention it. But we will be talking about a couple other rule changes as we move forward, pertaining to the WWE interference in matches. Misadventures in Store, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Hope all is well, wherever you may be right now. Let's see how the predictions are doing as everybody's making their way to the ring. Huge numbers behind Vorel. Not a wasted vote, I don't think, but 58% of the points favoring Vorel. The next highest favoring Brian Ibbott, which after the performance last week also makes a lot of sense. Patrick with 11%, he's in third. Again, he has been almost undefeated, so understandable there. Then we have, it looks like a three-way tie between Marc Spagnuolo, myself, and Garrett, with Tanner and Ben receiving no love. So while Mod Syndicate statistically has a better chance of winning, nobody is picking Mod Syndicate. People certain they are going to lose. What will that actually look like? I don't know. I only didn't vote Vorel because I won't win much. I mean, there you go. There you go. Oh, here comes the superstar. I will tell you, John has been training. John has been putting in work. Every now and then, there is a rebalancing. John, not long ago, was nerfed pretty significantly. I will say unfairly, even though I was the person who did it. John was nerfed right before a title match. Made me a little sad to do, and then when I lost that title match real bad, I was extra sad. So he has been buffed a little bit. He's been buffed back up. I don't think he's as high as he was, but he has been buffed. I did. I buffed him up. You know why? Because doing this thing is a lot of work, and I don't like seeing myself lose every week. I don't want to be the main character, but I do too much work to just job out to everybody else constantly. If I become too powerful, I'll nerf myself. I haven't nerfed hardly anybody in this. It's been all buffs. Scott got a buff. Beau got a buff. Lots of people have gotten buffs. I'm the only person I think that's ever been nerfed. Ben just made it. Ben, you are just in time. We are still watching entrances for the first match. It is going to be a Battle Royale match. Once again, a reminder about how the rules work in this. All 8 competitors are going to start in the ring. You are eliminated by being knocked over the top rope, having both feet land on the floor, at which point you will be eliminated from the match. The last competitor standing in the ring will be the winner. Yeah, unfortunately, Ben did not see a lot of favor in the votes, but you know what? People always complain about how many points they lose, so I wouldn't let the fact that nobody voted for Ben to win dissuade you. If anything, I think that's a better sign for Ben to win. And look, let's be real. I put Vorel in this match. Almost everybody voted that Vorel was going to win this. Ben likes him. It's a vote for him. Martha in the chat asks, is she going to be in trouble for insider trading as the only person who voted for me? I'm going to say no, because you didn't know I buffed myself. So, you know, faith in me, well placed. Didn't even know that I was I was making myself slightly better. Honestly, it wasn't a huge buff. It was mostly I changed my moves. I didn't like my moveset. So I did some changes. But I wanted to keep my finishers and stuff like that. So.
But the WWE Universe doesn't seem to mind. Well, I think they appreciate someone with serious self-confidence. It sends a good message. Oh, what's the deal here?
Guys, can I just tell you, I'm a huge fan of Patrick in this video game. He is such a badass in this game. I did not intend to make Patrick such a badass, but I'm genuinely afraid of video game Patrick.
And here he comes.
If video game Patrick was the one telling me to stop making so many jokes during E3 coverage, I would actually stop making jokes during E3 coverage.
From Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 300 pounds, Hammer Goodman. You ask just about anyone in back, and they'll say they trust this superstar about as far as they can throw them.
I mean, one of the big questions of this match, what's going to happen if it comes down to Tanner and Ben? They are the only pair of allies in the ring. Randy opted out of joining, was not going to be participating to fight against Patrick. Brian Dunaway has been called out by a mystery opponent later tonight. And so Dunaway is not participating in this match because he's going to have to be fighting later. Don't know if it's going to be against one of these or someone that's not participating. Tom Merritt also opting not to participate. Tanner's still really showboating. Man. Vorel coming to the ring, but Tanner, like, really just leaning in.
And their opponent, representing.
And here's the one with all the votes. If you want to know who everybody thinks is going to win this match, it's this guy right here. Well, by guy, I mean this giant lizard folk.
is almost over.
Vorel, Rasvim, Kurik has not made himself particularly known too often. But we know he chases titles, and we know he seeks dragons. This seems exactly like the kind of glory he would go after. And you know what? I would be afraid to face him. Nerfed as he may be by not being able to bite or use his tail or the Eye of Grosjean. We are underway, and right out of the gate, Tanner going after Vorel. Madness in a battle royale. Long entrances to a lot of sudden action. And right now, all 8 competitors down and fighting. We're going to see how long it takes to get our first couple of eliminations. An elimination can happen real quick. All it takes is going over that top rope and landing outside. And right now, it is exactly the level of chaos you would anticipate from a match like this. Huge slam from Patrick onto Ben. And right now, everybody's just getting a turn. Hard to say who is dominating overall. Oh, we got our first attempt at elimination. Patrick trying to eliminate Marc. He's got him at the edge. Marc fighting back, and Marc saves himself. Remember, you not only have to go over the top rope, but your feet do have to land on the ground outside. So you are allowed to roll back in, assuming you didn't touch the ground. On off the ropes, misses. Ben lifting Brian Ibbott over his head. Right now we got Tanner taking a nap, Patrick taking a nap, and a lot of action right here in the middle. We've seen one attempted elimination, though nothing came of it yet. And if anything, I'm hoping for an elimination soon just so I can better understand what is going on. Massive kick to Ben. Yeah, Vorel is no slouch. My goodness, Brian Ibbott went for the Coverville. Got stopped in the middle of it. Finishers don't mean much, but a knocked out opponent gets thrown out a little bit easier. And right now, we are just seeing a lot of action. Garrett pulling himself out to take a little bit of a breather. Ben fearlessly going after Vorel. And Ben just vicious blows to Vorel's stomach. That is where the Eye of Grosjean is. Maybe a weak spot on Vorel. Hard to say. But he is saved by Tanner, actually. Going up against his own teammate, stopping any further assault on Vorel. And if you thought that Ben and Tanner were going to work together to get to the end, it does not look like that's going to be the case. Brian Ibbott finally lands the Coverville on Garrett, no less. But instead of throwing him out, he's getting distracted going after other targets. Garrett is down in the middle of the ring. Now Garrett getting woken up the wrong way by Vorel. Here's a crotch. You got to see a crotch. Vorel, huge chokeslam on Ben and just walks away. And still no elimination several minutes into the match. A lot of damage being dealt. Everybody fighting for their life. But no eliminations yet. Oh, John saved by Ben. Although Ben quick to go after him. Ben is down. Vorel doing work. Tanner fighting back. And it feels like we are due an elimination any moment. As people continue to get more and more injured, their ability to fight off being thrown out wanes. And John, nope, I thought he was going to get tossed out. Vorel instead opting to deal more damage, drops him into the turnbuckle. Tanner looking for a target, hasn't found it. Marc has him up. Huge slam, not over the ropes though. Tanner's gonna hang in there, and it looks like John's trying to eliminate Brian Ibbott. John going for an elimination on Ibbott. He's successful. Brian Ibbott has been eliminated. And there is our first elimination. Brian Ibbott, after a brutal week last week, eliminated first in tonight's match. John going for the Final Fantasy on Patrick. Knocks him down. Patrick is out. And John, a bold decision to go for a taunt in the middle of a match where plenty of people are still up. Tanner makes him pay for it and drops him. And Ben going to eliminate Tanner. Ben does. Ben has eliminated his own teammate. Tanner Goodman eliminated by Ben. If you expected teamwork, it is not only out, but Ben took full advantage of that. What is that gonna mean for the Mod Syndicate allies? Tanner is not happy. And right now, bodies everywhere. Garrett getting Ben in a submission maneuver, not gonna matter. Have to be thrown out to be eliminated. And right now, things are heating up between Vorel and Garrett. Vorel's starting to get the better of the two. We've now seen 2 eliminations. Brian Ibbott, Tanner Goodman, both out. Fierce competition going between the remaining competitors. Obviously, Vorel has a huge target on his back, literally by being a giant lizard man. And Marc Spagnuolo just tossed out with ease by Patrick. Our third elimination, Marc Spagnuolo. Patrick just threw him out of the ring like it was nothing. And right now, Garrett and Vorel, the only ones standing. Patrick finding a little momentum. John finding a little momentum. And John goes to get Vorel, and Vorel just punches him down. And it looks like Vorel is eyeing him up. He's got something nasty planned. It's a tombstone pile driver. He's so tall and John's so short. I don't know if John even hit the mat, but he is out right now. Ben looking to maybe take advantage of that, although Vorel going after him just as fiercely. And John and Ben switching targets as Ben goes after Vorel and John goes after Patrick. Right now we're seeing actually some quality teamwork between the two of them. We're seeing better teamwork from Ben and John than we were seeing from Ben and Tanner. Oh, that's over. That was a short-lived friendship right there. I thought maybe we were going to see a little Azeroth Roundtable partnership forming, but nope. And John eliminates Patrick. A huge kick. Kicks him right over the top rope. And Vorel going after him. Garrett gets caught showboating a little bit. And I gotta say, I am surprised to see Patrick out at this point. Series of kicks to Garrett. And Vorel going to eliminate John. He's got a lot to fight against there. Is Ben gonna save him? Ben's watching. Nope, Ben watches it happen, and John has been eliminated. And huge punches to Vorel. Ben certainly picking his opportunity to strike. And keep in mind, for Ben, this is a quest for redemption. Ben lost the title, the Dragon Beef Championship, last week in the madness that ensued. He's looking to prove that he still deserves it, and he's hanging in there right now. But we got giants here. Garrett, as we've said many times, has one of the best win-loss records of any superstar in the league. And he's trying to eliminate Ben, and he's successful. Oh my goodness. Just as I said it, just as I built it up, Garrett gets it done. And Garrett now going after Vorel. We are down to Vorel and Garrett. Garrett going for an elimination. He succeeds. It looked like Vorel was going to throw him out, but it is reversed, and Garrett tosses the lizard folk out. A huge victory. Right at the end. What a move from Garrett.
That's the kind of win that can take their career to the next level. We call a lot of matches, but this one's going to stick in my mind for weeks to come.
A huge victory.
This one was unforgettable.
You can't take it away from him. That certainly came down. That came down to a surprise end right there. No doubt about it. Garrett fought hard for that. He is now the new Money in the Beefcase holder. He can officially now challenge for the Dragon Beef Championship at any time he wishes. He can schedule a match, even if the current title holder doesn't want to have one. He can force it. He can join any title match that's already taking place. These are the rules of the match. Yeah, Garrett wins a lot. So seeing that comment, no doubt about it. He does win a lot. Let's get into our next match here. Speaking of the Money in the Briefcase, Money in the Bank, as it were. Last week we had Jocelyn win the Money in the Bank briefcase for the Women's Championship. And as a result, she has certainly painted a bit of a target on her back. And tonight we're seeing the first results of that as Mod Syndicate member Monica has challenged her to a tables match. This is not for the briefcase. This is not for any titles or anything like that. This is simply an attempt to prove a point. And being on Mod Syndicate, also probably to cause a little bit of pain with it being a tables match. So we're going to get to that right now. This is going to be Jocelyn versus Monica. Mod Syndicate versus our new Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Go ahead and get your points in. Hopefully you still have some left after the upset there in the last. So many of you thought Vorel was going to win that one. Oh boy, a lot of points gone. I do apologize. It sounds like there was an ad that ran right at the end of the match. I do try to run them during the talkie bits between, but I don't always see it, and we had a little longer preamble before the normal, but
The following contest is
that's a bad time for an ad. I agree. Shame on Twitch.
representing the Syndicate.
Coming out first, Monica, mod extraordinaire, part of the mod syndicate, and a force to be reckoned with. For a while, Monica was not winning matches, but she is now. We can't claim that this is going to be an easy win for Jocelyn anymore. Monica wins. The pants hold her back no longer. And I think that shows in the current poll, at least at the moment, dead even, 50-50. People think this could go either way. Keep in mind this is a tables match, so the rules in a tables match are simple. The first person to put their opponent through a table wins, which is exactly the kind of brutal match that you would expect from a member of the mod syndicate, who have been trying to hurt their opponents more often than not. And there is the Money in the Bank contract. Jocelyn holding on to it. She can cash that in at any time to challenge Martha, the current holder of the women's title, after Kristen lost it last week. We will see when she feels the time is right to do so. Likewise, she can join any title match that happens. People wanting to know if Monica is in chat to see if they should vote for her or not. I don't know. She's been quiet if she is. Monica and Jocelyn have fought before, I think multiple times. This is certainly a grudge match. Monica wanting to establish that she feels that briefcase should have been hers. And Jocelyn wanting to prove that the right person won the match.
She's sent flying into the corner.
And that's the point. Sometimes you gotta have a match just to establish a pecking order, just to say, I belong. And Jocelyn off the ropes, an incredible maneuver, catches Monica with her legs, and there's a toss.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
And Jocelyn taking control of this match once again. Certainly wants to prove that she has earned the right to be the money in the bank. I can't say it. It's the Beefcase problem is what's getting me. But Monica managing a little something. Jocelyn escapes though and takes her leg out from under her. And these ladder matches can go real quick. Jocelyn once again catches her a second time with this. Continues to be impressive, but Monica back to her, Monica back to her feet quick. Jocelyn going after a table. That is how you win this match. Pinfall, submission, doesn't matter. You got to put your opponent through a table. They're fighting outside, dangerously close, though, with the table on the ground. No fear of someone going through it. But that can all turn really fast. And Monica gonna drop Jocelyn right on the table by the look of it, although showing off some strength first. And she does, drops her on just the edge of that table. And it looks like she's gonna try and set it up. Nope, the table falls. It looks like Monica's going to choose to deal a little more damage before attempting the table. Certainly fits the MO of the Mod Syndicate as of late. And more interested in dealing damage than winning matches, though Monica now grabbing the table, trying to set it up. seems to have abandoned that idea.
To the outside.
So the table now precariously perched on the edge of the ring. It is in a position where somebody could be put through it accidentally or intentionally. Jocelyn showing off, taunting a little bit. A lot of confidence. Monica throws her into the ring. Jocelyn dives to the outside. And now Jocelyn getting the table up. Monica quick to her feet, though, interrupting it. No danger of anybody going through the table just yet, but it's there, and Monica showing off with more squats. Right now, these two are very evenly matched, and so far, no tables have even been set up. Jocelyn looking to change that, although here comes Monica. She doesn't see her. Right now, they're just fighting over who's going to set the table up. Chase is on. Chase is underway. Jocelyn looking to escape. Jocelyn says, you're going to get a table? I'm going to get a table. They're both armed with tables, and Jocelyn hits Monica with it. A riveting chase, concluding with a big table slap. Monica goes to do the same, but gets interrupted. A table precariously positioned. This could be trouble. Nope. Throws Jocelyn over by the announce table. Don't know if announce tables count. They're tables, but you know, you never know what the game's going to do. They are fighting right over by the announce table, up against the barricade. And Jocelyn with an amazing combination. Just showing off, getting hyped, and getting the crowd rooting for her. Another big slam. And right now, Jocelyn taking a page out of the Mod Syndicate book, going for violence instead of a win here. Finally getting her out of the corner. And Jocelyn bringing the, I don't know, she threw the table at the announcers. Decides she wants to go use the other table. You know, those announcers, what are they doing anyway? Jocelyn has the table set up. Monica waiting, though. Answers by throwing her into the barricade. We now have a table set up and ready in the ring. We've got a table precariously balanced out here by the announcer's table. Jocelyn slamming Monica into the stairs. No DQ in this match, obviously, when you're allowed to use weapons. Right now, the barricade's being used. As chat wonders, is Jocelyn having her baby right now? Yes, but that is not wrestler Jocelyn. Wrestler Jocelyn, we would not allow pregnant wrestling. It would be frowned upon. But today, I believe today is the day, right? And looks like Monica's getting a weapon. I thought she might go for another table. She goes for a weapon instead. And Jocelyn, oh my gosh, gets hung up. What an attack. And just a brutal beatdown. Jocelyn manages to find her footing. Monica shuts her down, though, and just drops her on her face. Monica's going to be looking for something here. Someone's got to be looking for a win, although, again, with the Mod Syndicate, you never know. Sometimes they just want to hurt their opponent.
She might have her sights set on putting things to rest here.
Smokey2, thank you for the sub. Happy Wrestling Day as well. And we're still seeing a lot of fighting out in this corner. As Monica continues to just unload, but not going for a win. Again, this is how the Mod Syndicate tends to operate. Picks her up, drops her down. And now it's Jocelyn's turn to go into the step. She's got that kendo stick again. Decides not to. Given a taunt. And we'll see if she goes for a table. No, Jocelyn playing a little possum, turns it around. Now Monica's being thrown into the barricade. And they are back over in the corner here. Big toss. And Jocelyn now going under the ring, looking for a weapon. She grabs a kendo stick of her own. She's got plans. Delivered right to the head. 2 shots. Goes for a third but misses. Monica quick back to her feet.
Double underhook applied. Butterfly suplex.
And finally moving back into the ring. Monica in a position where she could win, though. Monica not hurrying. And Jocelyn taunts her, trying to bring her in. An interesting gamble, throws her, but not through the table. Jocelyn sizing her up. This could be it. It looks like she's getting ready. Nope, throws her into the turnbuckle. Getting her all the way to the top. A reversal. A kick. And Jocelyn drops her. They are right at the edge of the table. I don't know what we're going to see. Monica is up against the table. She's hurting. And there it is, Jocelyn. A turnaround. Managing to taunt Monica into the ring. And then lands a Hurricane Rana through the table. And an impressive victory as Jocelyn stamps that she owns the Money in the Bank briefcase, and she damn well earned it. What a match. I feel like Mod Syndicate's tendency, they have a tendency to try to over damage their opponents, do a little too much. But it backfired. Monica was going for more damage. Jocelyn managed to taunt her back into the ring, and that allowed her to pick up the victory. A great match. And a big congratulations to her on a victory. Now, our next match is, you all who bet love these, man. You absolutely love them. You know them. We got a mystery opponent situation on our hands. Brian Dunaway of Core has been called out, challenged to a match by an unknown opponent. Who that opponent is going to be, I know, but we don't know. I'm going to put the prediction up. 5 minutes. It's counting down. You can wait until you see it. He'll probably be coming out before the 5 minutes is up. But Brian Dunaway versus a mystery opponent in a grudge match. Who has Brian Dunaway made mad? I mean, Core makes a lot of people mad, but we will have to see what's going to come of this. Those of you who missed last week or need a reminder, the Core crew, John and Brian Dunaway, were in a title match against Patrick Beja and Randy Jordan. That match was lost when John was pinned, I believe by Patrick. I think Patrick pinned him. Oh, let's go to it. Hold on. I gotta press buttons. Oh my gosh, get in it.
All right, I love this guy.
Here comes Brian Dunaway.
Representing the core from South Carolina, weighing in at 230 pounds, Brian Dunaway. The WWE Universe already reaching a fever pitch.
Brian Dunaway making his way to the ring. He's got his power glove. He's ready to fight. Did not participate in the earlier match. Knew he needed to be here. But who is his opponent? Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The challenger.
And his opponent, representing the core from Scottsdale, Arizona, weighing in at 225 pounds, John J. Carr.
This
The arena is full here tonight. This is a match with major stakes.
This is a bit of a grudge match. If I've ever seen one, last week, Brian Dunaway watched without any effort as John was pinned.
A competitor with his share of detractors, but he
We know that they have not been the greatest of allies as far as tag teams, but they have been allies in core. And it looks like maybe John took that a wee bit personally. What does that mean for core? John not wearing his typical core attire. He hasn't said. I haven't said. I don't know how to talk about myself when it's me. Yeah, it gets a little weird when I have to talk about myself. What is he thinking? I know exactly what he's thinking. I know what everybody's thinking,
The
but...
superstar loves a challenge, and he finds himself facing one here tonight.
Yeah, he's not
And
afraid to stand
Dunaway
up to
not
anyone in his
hesitating,
locker
no
room.
room for
Sometimes
discussion.
gets him into trouble, but is
And
definitely
John immediately tosses him out of the ring. Unfortunately, that's not a win condition in this match for John.
But you
Dunaway
cannot
waiting on the
overlook his
outside,
opponent,
standard
as
rules.
intense as they come. Not exactly the
Dunaway with a
superstar
good
we want to be
reversal,
standing
catches
across
John.
from, but unfortunately, he already is.
Two right now fighting outside the ring.
Into the hammerlock.
Yeah, a lot of purple going on right now. And look, whatever Brian Dunaway's reason for not helping at the end of the match were, I mean, it was clearly enough to make John want to challenge him to this match. And that is what happened. It was a challenge to Brian Dunaway from an unnamed opponent.
Good defense.
We now know that opponent was John. And we can only assume that this has to do with the last match.
He's
Like-
hooked up. Oh no, dangerous maneuver there.
What does this mean for the future of core? Is John out of core, or is this simply an attempt to establish a pecking order? You know, there's an element of that it could be too. It could be John's way of saying you don't rule the roost. And right now, John in control, making that point quite clear. Dunaway with a good reversal, though. Series of kicks. Dunaway getting pumped.
Life Titan, folks.
Ties up John. Going off the ropes into a throw. You know, these two, again, they have a bit of a storied past. They fought plenty of times before Dunaway joined core. That invitation was done by Scott. They kind of became a tag team de facto when Beau was forced out. John used to tag partner with Beau, then Dunaway became that partner, and we have noticed that they do not work well together. But what does Scott think of all of this? Neither Martha or Scott has come out with either one of these competitors. So it is hard to say at this point what any of it means. Dunaway off the ropes, going for a pinfall. Only gets a 1. John manages to get out. Off the ropes, and right now, a very even match between these two. And John down as Dunaway takes control of the match. And right now, Dunaway with massive kicks. John gets to his feet, makes it seem like nothing, but he's very quickly put back down. Another arm drag throw, and John decides to get out of there, try to recover. Dunaway waiting for him, though. Through the ropes, and John dodges. Finally, a opportunity for him to turn the tables. And now John taunting. Brian quick to his feet, quicker than John anticipated, though. Knocks him down. Big elbow outside of the ring, and right now John's got to be regretting making this challenge. If he was trying to set a pecking order, he might have just put himself at the bottom of the list. That's the danger of this. It might backfire gloriously.
Sunset.
And what a crazy move from Dunaway, who continues to just be in control in the ring. And Dunaway off the top rope goes for a Frogger splash, but lands hard on his belly. John moves in, but Dunaway is ready for him. And right now, Dunaway has too much energy. Nothing can stop him. Here's another Frogger splash. He lands it. That'll be the match right there. No, John with a kick out. And John trying to fight his way back up. He manages to get back to his feet, but Dunaway still in control. John catches him, though. Another big reversal, and Dunaway down on the ground. John's still moving just a little too sluggishly, though. The turnaround's very good, but John has not managed to get an offense following them. John's going to try and get out of the ring again. Dunaway keeping an eye on him. He's such a high flyer. Oh, like that. It is not safe. Another missed opportunity, and John trying to get a little offense on his side with a monkey flip. John starting to get a little bit of a comeback, drops Dunaway on the hardest part of the ring, statistically speaking. And another good reversal, Dunaway in control. The ref is at 5. This could end in a count out. Certainly not going to be content with an ending like that for any purpose. They're at 6. They got to get back in the ring if they want to win this in the ring. But John right now going for more damage. Another monkey flip as the ref hits 8. Dunaway down. John heading back to the ring. It looks like Dunaway's in too at the last minute, though John immediately kicks him down. A crazy series of kicks to Dunaway await him as soon as he gets in, and John's calling for it. And he lands it. The Final Fantasy. John is down 2, though, trying to get to his feet, trying to get a pin. Did he wait too long? He did. Dunaway kicks out at 2. Took just a little too long for John to recover and get the pin. Otherwise, he might have had it, but Dunaway is hanging in there. And a reversal. Dunaway now back to his feet. Dunaway looking to get control. Off the ropes. And these two are exchanging some serious kicks. Dunaway's going to go for the Frogger Splash again. He lands it. Another pinfall. He nails it, and that is going to be a victory for Brian Dunaway. And whatever gamble John was hoping for has backfired, as after an incredible match, Brian Dunaway manages it on the back of a second Frogger Splash in the middle of the ring. And these two, what a match.
What an incredible match. One we won't soon forget. I can't even imagine enduring everything we just saw. This is what it really takes to be a WWE superstar.
A incredible showing from Brian Dunaway. Absolutely ruining any hope John had. Whatever his goal was. Yeah, chat saying they thought John had it with the Final Fantasy kick. It certainly looked like it, but that is not how it went down. Unfortunately for him. It was close. It was absolutely close. Might have been, but the damage that Brian Dunaway had caused was just too much. All right, our next match, though, let's get to it, is going to be a tag team match. Bit of a revenge kick here going on, as we are going to see the unlikely partnership of our former women's champion, Kristen. Kristen Ashton is going to be teaming with Gwen Gunn to seek out a little revenge against Dearest Martha and the WWE wrestler Dakota Kai, who helped cost Kristen her title. Everybody wants to know because I said I buffed John. Guys, I told you I didn't buff him much. He didn't get buffed much, okay? It's not... I just didn't want him to lose every match. And you know what? He threw someone out today. He had to wrestle twice. It's fine. Just gotta get the match set up here. I gotta type. It's hard. It's hard to talk and type at the same time. All right. So we have... Kristen and Gwen versus Martha and Dakota Kai. Let's start the prediction in a tag team match. I'm not going to buff John more. I don't want him to be unbeatable. I want him to be beatable. I just don't want him to guaranteed lose every match. That's all. That was a good match, you guys. It was a good match because I buffed him, all right? That's why. It was good. Dakota Kai interfered in last week's match. Cost Kristen the title. We're seeing a little revenge here. She's a WWE wrestler who interfered on frog wrestling turf.
Let's see what she can do.
All right, coming out first, again, an unlikely alliance has been struck from the two spookiest corners of the Frog Wrestling Women's Division. The first to be coming out, Gwen Gunn.
Introducing first, from Great Falls, Montana, the Undead GG.
I've been thinking about it, and there is no one I trust less than this person. This is someone that would turn on anyone, even their own family. It's called looking out for numero uno.
And as Chad says, you know, this partnership might be unlikely, but it is absolutely terrifying. I have to agree. Gwen has been dominant. Kristen has a legacy already. No doubt about it.
She's been training for this match for quite a while, and she plans on making a statement here tonight.
But they are going up against a WWE superstar and the new women's championship, or champion, I should say. We are seeing the first match, the first signs of Kristen post losing her title. It feels absolutely weird to not see the belt around Kristen's waist. But you can bet that is what the revenge she's looking for is. None of these competitors have ever tagged together before. So of course you do have to wonder, will they be able to work as a team together? No doubt about them being strong competitors. And Kristen looks prepared. Absolutely focused.
This woman is ready to fight.
And speaking of how weird it looks, How weird it looks to see that title on somebody else.
And representing the core from Scottsdale, Arizona, the Internet's Women's Champion, Martha.
Everyone else might be fooled, but I see right through this individual's pleasant manner. There's a dirty player in there.
Well, Saxton, you must have exceptional vision, because I see a superstar who would never kick someone when they're down.
But Corey, we just saw them do that in a match not long ago.
Well, maybe Corey needs glasses.
Martha, for a long time, felt unnecessarily locked in the number 2 slot on the women's roster. She has finally made it to the top. And you can bet she's going to do whatever it takes to stay there. I have it on good authority that a rematch was requested due to the interference of Dakota Kai, which Martha denied. Martha's statement was, if you go back and watch the match, she recovered, Kristen recovered from Dakota Kai's attack. She still managed to beat her fair and square. There is absolutely no need for a rematch.
Representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions.
Dizzy Stargazer in the chat. How much do I have to pay to get rid of the ads? I'm just gonna say, like, I'm not trying to farm subs by saying this, but that is a question that does have an answer. There is actually an answer to that particular question. I'm not trying to farm a sub off of you by saying it. I'm just saying, like, that is a question with an answer. I have been forgetting to run the ad breaks, though. Juggling a lot of things. I should be better at it. At least it's happening during the intro. All right, the match is starting. It looks like we are going to have Martha and Gwen starting in the ring. And Gwen going immediately aggressive on the women's champion. Martha trying to leverage a little bit of time as Gwen was distracted. Going to try and prove that she deserves to be here, although Gwen dodging both attacks, stopping the momentum. And here is exactly how Martha beat Gwen in the tournament that would eventually lead to her winning the title. She kept locking her in that submission move, and there's an attack from behind from Dakota Kai. Porto Johnny, thank you for the gifted sub to Dizzy Stargazer. There you go, man. You don't have to worry about ads anymore. Another submission move, and Kristen runs in to try and make sure that Gwen hangs in there. But Gwen hanging in there just fine without any help. And right now, Martha taking a bit of a beating from Gwen, understandably so. Gwen, a very strong competitor, has a history with Martha. Martha knocked her out of that tournament. And it looks like it is Kristen's turn for a little revenge. She is in the ring, although Martha fighting back. Kristen with a reversal, though, building momentum of her own. Another reversal. And this is why these two have such great matches. They know each other so well. They have fought each other multiple times. This has been a heated rivalry between the two, and Martha takes the time to tag out Dakota Kai in the ring. And Kristen showboating a little prematurely as Dakota Kai is back to her feet. And a slap to Kristen for the disrespect. And now Dakota pandering to the crowd as well. Kristen immediately makes her pay for it, and there's a tag, and now Gwen coming in. And we're starting to see, looks like Kristen is wanting to fight Martha, and Martha is trying to avoid Kristen.
up across the shoulders.
And a big slam, and Gwen, in absolute control of this match, goes for a pin, gets a 2 count, nearly a 3. Martha came in. I don't think Martha expected that 2 count to happen. She was late getting in to interfere. And right now, Dakota Kai in a bad spot, as Gwen now moves out to make a tag to keep the pressure on Dakota Kai, who is going to stay in the ring. Kristen going to try and make her pay for it, but Dakota Kai fighting back. A stellar series of kicks, and Kristen goes to the outside. There's a tag. Martha in the ring. And these two are going back at it. Kristen now with the momentum in her favor, though. And a big slam. Martha down on the ground. Picks her up and slams her right back. This is what Kristen was hoping for.
Oh, look at this. Oh, pump handle.
Drops her right on her stomach. And now Kristen gonna make a tag. Keep the pressure on Martha. Gwen comes in with a kick. It is scouted though, and a big belly-to-belly suplex. Martha goes for a pin, gets a 2 count. Gwen back to her feet. Martha nearly sneaking a victory there with a sudden belly-to-belly into a pin. Gwen taking back control of the match. And Martha dives for a tag, gets it. Dakota Kai back in the ring. And Gwen more than ready to fight Dakota Kai, although maybe taking a little too long to showboat. Nope, she was ready. Dakota Kai back on the mat as Gwen continues to take control of this match. And Dakota Kai looking for a tag. No partner there at the moment. Martha only just now getting back to her feet, but she does dodge a move and lands a kick of her own. Dakota Kai starting to build a little momentum after a brutal assault from Gwen. And she's running around the ring with a huge boot to the head. Gwen has taken back control, so she is going to tag out and bring Kristen back in the ring. Dakota Kai, is she ready for her? No. Kristen immediately on the offensive. And Kristen staring down confidently against Dakota Kai.
Could lead to a big-time win.
Picks her up. Right back down and going for a pin over in their corner. Gwen coming in to try and stop Martha, but Martha dives and gets the interrupt. Now Gwen eyeing Martha. Kristen takes a moment to taunt, gets Dakota Kai back up, slams her back down.
Can there be frustration mounting in these competitors, knowing it's going to take more to win this one? Can't let those feelings seep into your
There's a tag, and the two of them gonna work together to try and keep Dakota Kai down. And Gwen now the legal competitor in this match. Dakota Kai with a good reversal though, tries to build momentum but misses the kick, and Gwen takes full advantage of it, and now tearing on the face with that gauntlet. Gwen up to the top of the turnbuckle, dives off and lands. What a drop. And Martha comes in quickly, knowing that would have been the end of the match right there. Gwen going for it again, though she's getting stopped. And it looked like Martha threw a punch and Dakota Kai dodged. The net result, Gwen on the ground. Gwen trying to recover. A tag, and Martha is in. Big elbow to Gwen, followed by a kick, and Martha yelling at the crowd, telling them all to calm down, gloating, got her back turned to Gwen, doing a little too much arguing with the crowd, gave Gwen a golden opportunity to get some offense in. Martha takes a quick breather, maybe needed a little more time. She is right back down. And face first into the turnbuckle as Gwen now begins a new assault in their corner of the ring. Martha with a reversal. Drops her right in the corner, though. It's a short distance for Kristen to interrupt. And Dakota Kai going over there to look at Kristen. And looks like Kristen knocked out Dakota Kai. Martha does not have any help at the moment. This puts Martha in a dangerous spot right as Gwen seems to be recovering. And there's a tag. I think Dakota Kai is still down. Gwen in the ring. Picks up Martha for the big bad drop, but Martha recovers and punches her way out of it. And here it is, letters home. Martha's finisher, writing a letter home, and there only gets a 2 count from it. Martha can't believe it. That is what finished Kristen last week. And Martha is out of there, tags in Dakota Kai, asks her to finish it.
There's not a single person sitting in this arena. It's pandemonium, Cole.
Another kick into the turnbuckle. Another tag, and we're going to see a bit of a double team as Gwen and Kristen work together to dismantle Dakota Kai. And there's a tag. She's got to get out of there. Big suplex. Gwen still in control despite the tag. And there is a submission maneuver. Oh, nope, she switches into a strike. More punches to the head. Absolutely brutal series of punches. And goes for a pin. Ref taking a little bit of time to get into position. Manages a 2 count.
You and I both, Byron.
And another tag. Kristen coming in again. Martha still stunned from the series of punches. And just drops Martha right on her face. Only gets a 2 count. Dakota Kai with the breakup. Gwen going after her. But it looks like the assault was stopped. Kristen pandering to the crowd. Martha trying to get to her feet. Gets enough time to get a reversal in. Martha's got her. A suplex, but they are down in that corner. I don't know if any offense is going to work unless something or someone takes out Gwen. There's a tag. Dakota Kai coming in now. And Dakota Kai immediately gets Kristen up. Knee to the face. This could be it. Although Gwen coming in to make the save only gets a 1 count. And it looks like Dakota Kai has had enough. She throws Gwen to the outside. Trying to follow after Kristen, who is... I don't know what's going on here. Nobody can decide where they want to be. Gwen already back up. Dakota Kai on the outside. Kristen exchanging words with Martha and pulling Martha in. Dakota Kai tries to break it up, but a little too late. Damage already done as Martha gets taken out. And Kristen trying to recover. Got Dakota Kai tied up against the ropes right now.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to
Reversal. Dakota Kai fighting back. A series of kicks, another reversal. Kristen's got it. Picks her up, drops her down. Martha back in position though. Not a pinning situation.
She's got nowhere to go.
Got her up again, drops her on her knee. A brutal move. Kristen going to the top. Martha getting in there, goes to interfere but misses, maybe buys just enough time for Dakota Kai to get out of the way, but Kristen still in control of the match, goes for the pin, Martha with a breakup. And I don't think we're gonna have a victor unless, wait, no, we got a submission move. Dakota Kai fighting back. Martha interrupted once again, and Kristen has had enough. One too many interruptions. Kristen goes after Martha, but gets hung up with the referee. And it looks like Kristen isn't done exchanging words. Nope, take it back, blows. She's now punching Martha on the outside. Martha knocked out of the ring. She's still on her feet, but Kristen is not done. Kristen picks her up. Martha with a reversal, though, and now Dakota Kai in a good position here. She slams Kristen into the table. Gets back in the ring. I don't remember who the legal combatants are. I think it's Dakota Kai and Kristen. And right now, Martha keeping Kristen busy on the outside, currently preventing Kristen from answering the referee's 10 count. But Kristen fighting back, and these two focused in on each other. Kristen decides she'd rather win the match than wrestle with Martha. Kristen gets back in the ring, picks her up. The big bad drop. That would be it, but Martha is right there and ready for an interrupt. Kristen's done. Kristen has had it and starts taking her frustration out. Dodges a move from Dakota Kai. Not enough, though. Rolls her up. Nope, gets her in a submission move. Kristen fights back. Gwen comes in to interrupt. Kristen already escaping from it. Another attempt from Dakota Kai to build an offense. Kristen with a reversal. There's a pin. Both competitors coming in. And this match is just going. Knocks her down, going for a pin, but Gwen is right there. And something needs to be done in order to get a victory here. And it looks like Dakota Kai realizes that. Decides to take her frustrations out on Gwen. And now going out there, although she's got two opponents right in her face at the moment. Dakota Kai eyeballing Gwen again. The referee kind of getting in the way. There's another move. Gwen down on the floor. We now have a win condition possible for Dakota Kai. Nails the kick. And again, makes the tag. They have a window, but Martha decides to gloat and gets caught for it. And now Kristen making her pay, doing the squats, goes for a pinfall. And only gets a 2 count. No effort to interrupt from either side. Kristen's not done, though. Big splash. Martha hanging in there. Once again, these two have fought so often. They know each other's moves so well. There's another pin. And nearly gets the 3. I can't tell if Dakota Kai got there or if Martha kicked out. It looked like a kick out. Martha barely hanging on, but trying. And Kristen goes for a move on Dakota Kai. Does not work. Doesn't pay off. And Dakota Kai manages an attack on Kristen. Martha back up to her feet in the ring. Martha finally fighting back here. And Kristen going for a tag, gets interrupted. Martha picks her back up. Here it is again, another letters home. But Gwen already coming in to break up the count, and Martha is not going to be happy about that. She looks like she's deciding to take her frustration out on Kristen. Probably not the right person to take the frustration out. You got to do something about the teammate. The teammates right now, real MVPs here, although Kristen immediately picks up Dakota Kai for the big bad drop. I don't know if Martha has even seen that occurred. Gets a 2 count. Martha did. She's in there.
Shut up, Byron.
And Kristen follows Martha to the outside. Continued frustration about this this teamwork as they are now brawling all over the place.
There's the gorilla press. What power.
And Kristen just picks Martha up and drops her. And Dakota Kai, meanwhile, working on Gwen. And we are at an interesting spot where the legal combatants are both the partners are down. Kristen taunting. Dakota Kai comes out. Thrown back in. And a taunt from Kristen as she gets back in the ring. Dakota Kai waiting for her, though. Kristen manages to get back.
Kick to the gut creates separation. Slap. Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, she did. Dakota Kai.
Looked like it was going to be a roll-up. It's a submission move. And Kristen taps. Dakota Kai, after all of that, manages to get a submission victory off of Kristen. What a hellacious battle. And it ultimately came down to a submission maneuver while Gwen was busy tangling with Martha.
Here are your winners, Martha and Dakota Kai.
And the winners celebrating together. Great chemistry tonight.
Gives you hope for the future of the tag division. Great tag team action on display, guys.
And you can see they worked well together in the end. What a match, though. My goodness, you guys. All right. Well, that is going to be that. That is going to do it for that match. Man, that one went long, everybody. That one went real long. But I'm debating. I have 2 more matches planned. Y'all want to see 2 more matches, or should we just do 1 more and call it a night? Go ahead and let me know in chat. Should we do 2 more matches, or should we just do one? 1 match. It's been a long night. Oh, 2 matches. Come on, let's see it. 1. The ones have it. The ones are winning. Oh. 2, 3 more matches, someone said. Honestly, didn't expect it to be this contentious. All right. It was close. It was closer than I expected, to be honest with you. Much closer than I expected. I didn't expect it to be that close, but I think the twos have it. I think the twos have it. I'm sorry, guys. The twos have it. The VOD will go up. The VOD will go up. I will try and make it fast, everybody, but I do have to tell you something while we set this up here. There is a new rule in Frog Wrestling. The new rule is that if somebody not a part of the Frog Wrestling roster, look, all you one votes, I'm with you. I have food sitting right there. I want to eat it. I really do. But the votes went this way. If a WWE wrestler holds a title for Frog Wrestling, they are required to accept any challenge for that title, unless they join Frog Wrestling as a regular roster member. We're not going to have this title belts off on WWE superstars. So, Cody Rhodes, the current holder of the Dragon Beef Championship, was challenged by Kyle Fergusson for a rematch. And Cody Rhodes cannot refuse this match. By order of Commissioner John Jagger, WWE wrestlers, they're going to hold a belt. They're going to defend it each and every week until they either join Frog Wrestling or lose that belt. So, Kyle Fergusson will be challenging Cody Rhodes in a Falls Count Anywhere match. But I also just heard reports Garrett Weinzierl will be cashing in his recently won Money in the Beefcase contract, and this is going to be a triple threat match for the Dragon Beef Championship. The voting has begun. Now keep in mind, Garrett and Kyle, good friends, a bromance across the ages, no doubt about it.
The following contest is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Dragon Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Grinders.
But they are not on the same side here. Each one of them wants to win.
Dungeon Master Kyle Fergusson.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here.
Will their friendship endure this match? Will they endure this match? The odds are certainly against Cody. We're gonna have to see what happens. And keep in mind, everybody, this match is going to be followed by the Hell in a Cell underwear match between Scott and Beau. And considering like two of you gave me permission to eat, I'm gonna eat a little bit. I will try and keep it subtle. And there it is, the Dragon Beefcase won earlier tonight.
Judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
This title match already trending on social media. The challenger knows he has a good
I mean, this game has an announcer, no doubt about it. We'll let them do the work.
The son of a dream, the American nightmare.
Michael,
My wife got me Raising Cane's. That's what I'm eating.
and is now a main
It's very cold at this point, but I'm still happy to have it. I didn't have to cook tonight because I had to do wrestling stuff. I have to give Cody Rhodes credit. His entrance, top tier. If the game allowed me to use Cody Rhodes' entrance, this is what John's entrance would be. Just to be clear. I think the music is great. I think the entrance is great. I love everything about it. I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan.
At 220 pounds, he is the Dragon Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
From undesirable to undeniable.
Why can't you use this entrance? I have heard, I don't know if it is true, but I believe that there is something with the music rights, like WWE does not have the rights to Cody Rhodes' music. Cody Rhodes owns the rights to his music, and they're not allowed to use it for someone other than him. So it'll play right now for him, but if you try to use it as a creator wrestler, there's no music for it.
competitors in all of sports entertainment. The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
All right, the match is underway, and Garrett and Kyle immediately going after each other.
That means there will be
And Cody Rhodes and Kyle working together. Probably not the outcome we would have expected to the start of this match, but
You mean the outcome will be determined?
look, I've known Garrett and Kyle for a long time, and I guarantee you before this match a conversation took place where they said, hey, we're both going to try for this, right? Yep. We're both going to go all out for it, right? Yep. We're both going to be okay with it when it's all said and done, right? Yep. And that's where we're at. And right now, we're seeing Cody Rhodes working real well with both of them as they continue to go after each other, though certainly blows have been thrown all around so far. And these are three extraordinarily strong competitors. This is going to be a hell of a match.
Look, I know it may sound cliche, but with triple threat matches, you've always got to keep your head on a swivel. Always got to know when to pick your spot, even if you form an alliance. It won't last. That's just the nature of the game.
And Garrett now dropping Cody Rhodes. Kyle quick to go after him on the other side.
Right now, he has no need to rush. And he's taking this to the outside now.
And keep in mind, with this being a Falls Count Anywhere match, that does mean no disqualification.
Back elbow completely cuts them off.
All right, I'm trying to focus on the match, but I did spill cane sauce all over my hand, so I'm trying to do my best. Kyle with a big slam. Garrett interrupts it. First pinfall wins. This is not an elimination style match, so whoever gets a pinfall or submission will be the winner. So you will do expect to see some interruptions for pinfall attempts. Right now, Garrett focusing on Cody Rhodes. Kyle quick to recover.
Turning the tables there.
And it seems like maybe the aggression we're seeing is almost a race to see which one is going to be the one to try to take down Cody. And, oh, there's a pinfall. Gets a 1 count.
You have to wonder if he can keep it up. And that was
And if you have a conspiracy theory that Garrett or Kyle were going to lay down and just try and take the title from Cody, there's your answer. No, that's not going to be what happens.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Crash landing, powerbomb. Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen.
He gets back into the
Kyle now in control. Garrett getting back in the ring. And Garrett waiting. Absolutely masterful. Kyle got a huge slam on Cody Rhodes, but Garrett was just waiting to kick. And now Cody Rhodes with a chair. Garrett recovers, gets away, knocks the chair away from Cody. And a collision as Garrett throws Cody into Kyle. The numbers certainly do not favor Cody Rhodes. Both the ruling that Cody would have to defend the title every week for as long as he had it, and the triple threat match clearly designed to cause him to lose the title. But that is the prerogative of the person in charge of Frog Wrestling. I may be a Cody Rhodes fan, but I'm a Frog Wrestling fan first and foremost. And Kyle, incredible, just threw Garrett over the top rope. His strength, so good. Now Kyle viciously attacking Cody with a chair. Garrett getting back in the ring, gonna stop that assault, try and capitalize on it here. And right now, it has been a lot of back and forth. Garrett lands the A move. That could be it. He gets the A move off, but Kyle is there. That move has felled many people in Frog Wrestling.
And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor. Cody Rhodes laying down the gauntlet to his opponent. Oh, strong knee connect. Oh my.
Cody Rhodes decided to do some push-ups. Got kicked in the head for it. Now Kyle throws Garrett into the hardest part of the ring.
Shoulders down, championship on the line.
He stops the count.
And Cody hanging in there, trying to hold on to his title. Once again, by the numbers, he's got multiple different ways he can lose the belt here tonight. The numbers game simply not favoring a title retention. And Garrett watches Kyle deliver that blow. Once again, ever the opportunist. The second Kyle downs him, Garrett dives in and unleashes. And a huge drop kick to Cody Rhodes, who is now bleeding. Cody recovered quicker than I expected, but Garrett now has a chair. And Kyle says, no thank you. Cody dives to the outside.
That is weaponizing your body.
Cody Rhodes thrown back in the ring. And it's going to be interesting to see how this match ends, because each one of these competitors wants to win. But deep down, you also know that Garrett and Kyle don't want Cody to win. They want to bring the title back to Frog Wrestling. They want to deny him. But they also both want to be the one to do it. Cody Rhodes takes down Kyle, though. Only gets a 1 count. Kyle kicks out. Garrett, showboating a little too long, gets caught by Cody. And Kyle ready to recover. And he gives a headbutt right to the back of Cody Rhodes. And now the Grinding Gear boys eyeballing Cody Rhodes, now turning their attention to each other. And Kyle quick to his feet.
The challenger's hopes are slipping away. This has just been an absolute massive.
Garrett off the ropes. Kyle tosses him. Cody is on the outside trying to build momentum, buying time. This actually is working quite well for Cody. Kyle going for the nat 20. Garrett gets up. There it is. Kyle delivers the nat 20, but Cody Rhodes, now he's in the opportunistic spot. He takes advantage of it.
Can you believe this?
And a mocking slap to Kyle.
Heads out and he has all the
Garrett starting to recover after the Nat 20 delivered quite effectively. Cody knocks him right back down with a chair. I think Garrett recovered quicker from a chair hit than he did the Nat 20. And crossroads to Kyle on the outside. Garrett's waiting for him on the inside. Cody Rhodes building momentum. Another disrespectful slap, and he's trying to get a victory off the back of it. Garrett kicks out at 2. Absolutely would have been a travesty if Cody Rhodes had won from a slap. Kyle throwing Cody out, following in pursuit. And Cody Rhodes once again taunting. Immediately knocks Garrett back to the ring, but Kyle is eyeballing things from the inside of the ring. Although keep in mind, falls do count anywhere. Garrett down, Cody Rhodes and Kyle eyeballing each other. Cody Rhodes comes out ahead.
Cody Rhodes has been such a hostile force during the course of this match.
Garrett has gotten back in the swing of things. He's already won one big match tonight. He's going for a second. But things are quite vicious between these three at the moment. Cody's got Kyle up, drops him down, going for a pin. I don't know where Garrett is. He's there to break it up. That could have been a victory right there for Cody Rhodes. Garrett punches him right back down. Another taunt from Garrett. Kyle back to his feet. Kyle's got Garrett up now. And we are just taking turns on big moves on the outside. Another crossroads, going for a pin. Garrett's down. This could be the end of the match right here. And Kyle kicks out. Garrett did not recover in time, but Kyle manages to kick out of the crossroads. Kyle hanging on by a thread at this point while Garrett is shopping for a weapon. He finds it, but Cody stops him. And Kyle gonna save his friend from getting some steel stairs to the back of the head. Kyle just watching from the outside. Maybe it's his chance to be taking advantage of the situation, and that's exactly what seems to be going on as Cody Rhodes and Garrett have an exchange. Cody Rhodes submission maneuver. This could be it right here. Garrett tossed out and a submission hold on Kyle. Kyle taps. And Cody Rhodes hangs on for another week.
Well, Falls Count Anywhere matches never disappoint. This one was no exception.
At some point, you guys lose so many points on these matches. Oh my gosh, chat. Cody Rhodes is real good. He's real good. It's not going to be easy. Oh my goodness, so many points lost on that one. I'm sorry, guys. It's funny, but it's not. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, well, that is going to be that match. Cody Rhodes hanging in there for another week as he manages to successfully defend against both Kyle and Garrett. His line of title defenses already impressive. Who can take the title from him? I don't know at this point. I feel like I threw a lot at him and I got nothing out of it, everybody. But keep in mind, again, with the new ruling, he will have to defend his title again next week. We'll see who against. There will be no one holds the Beefcase. Garrett already cashed it in, so we will just have to see who steps forward in an effort to take the title from him. But that is going to lead us to our main event of the night. This is the one you've all been waiting for, everybody. Scott Johnson, Beau Schwartz in a tighty whities Hell in a Cell match for the Frogpants Championship title. A rematch from last week as these two go to war in their underwear. Like Beau said, if you win twice, there's no point after that. In his eyes, he feels like this is maybe a last chance. The poll is live. Get your votes in for who you think is going to win.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for
Beau will not have his VR goggles to help him.
Championship.
Coming out first, Beau. I'm seeing chat. They're spending all their points. All points spent on a Beau vote. But you know what? It's been answered. Scott also getting a huge amount of points.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title
Beau in the
match.
chat, everybody.
Huge opportunity for the champ to prove
Let that
to
worry
everyone
you or make you feel confident.
all of WWE right now.
So many points on the line. You all are hyped. You all are hyped. We've got a Hell in a Cell match. Nobody's gonna interfere. The power of the jorts will be set on the floor. The power of the VR headset will be out of there.
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys. And don't be
They are gonna need to prove
I know the champ has looked good.
that they can do this without their gear.
Has looked just as good, if not better.
It's so good.
The champ has never looked more focused, laser focused on the task at hand.
On a night where a surprise match between John and Brian Dunaway calls into question the future of Core, what will the leader of Core do as he faces down his former teammate?
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 269 pounds, the Rockstar Caveman Beauchamp S.
Beau ready for this
And
match.
his opponent from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 275
Beau
pounds,
issued the
he is
challenge
the
on Thursday Encore. Scott answered that challenge.
Johnson.
Anytime this title is defended, it's a big fight feel.
This is for the prestigious belt. If Beau were to win this, he would be the second person to hold it, the first person to have ever beaten Scott Johnson for the title.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And the match is underway.
and a new champion crowned here tonight.
And Scott immediately throwing Beau to the outside of the cell. Will he use the cell as a weapon? Nope, throws him right back in. And as we've said, there is no underwear, or there's no VR to save Beau, just underwear. There's no jorts to save Scott, just underwear. Is Scott wearing black socks? Yes, he is. He did not want to be barefoot on a wrestling mat. And there is a big... Beau just walking across Scott.
What are they doing here?
Beau just taking Scott's arm between his legs, and right now, Beau in control. You know, let's take a moment to at least acknowledge what's happening here. Beau in control, and he gets a chair. He's got a chair. He isn't planning on using it yet, but he's certainly thinking about it. And another big drop, going for a pin early. Scott only giving him a 1 count off of that. And Scott tries to get out of the ring to catch his breath, but there's nowhere to go. It's a Hell in a Cell. Scott trying to build a little momentum here. Beau chasing him. Scott's shopping, and Beau's letting him. Beau lets him shop. A respectful man lets another man shop, but he throws Scott into the stairs. They are fighting in no man's land out here. Nothing good. Just the floor, some steel stairs, and a unforgiving steel cage. Scott over the side. Fighting back. Throws Beau over the steps.
Looking for some kind of equalizer here.
And now a table coming in. They're collecting quite a pile of weaponry in the ring. So far, no weapons actually used, but they have assembled an IKEA's worth of furniture in the ring here. Big headbutt to Beau. Usually that move wouldn't do much. The headset would have acted as a cushion. Beau feeling what it feels like for the first time. And Beau slammed into the cage. And Beau trying to escape. He's gotten a taste of that steel now. He tries to move back in the ring to avoid it. Scott got him up and slams him down. Scott's got a chair. Oh, Beau rolls out of the way. Saw a chair coming. Beau reacted. Beau throws Scott into the turnbuckle and then throws him across the ring, but there's a kick, and now Scott back in control of the match. Scott just throws the table. Scott waiting.
There's a reason this structure is called the Devil's Playground.
Beau just taking a nap. Scott watching.
This is Hell in a Cell.
And Beau decides now would be a good time to get up, and Scott, despite having all the time in the world, Scott misses his punch. I don't know what Scott was waiting for, giving Beau a fighting chance maybe. Now Beau taunting Scott. There's maybe a little mutual respect still showing through here, despite how vicious this rivalry has been. There has been a level of showmanship. But big belly to belly on the table. Showmanship only goes so far. And now Beau with a series of slaps and punches. Scott with a reversal though. And there it is, a submission move trying to knock Beau unconscious. If Beau taps out or passes out, that would be the end of the match, but Beau fighting back and gets out. And another series of big strikes fighting back against Scott. Got him to the turnbuckle. Beau eyeballing that chair. Showmanship, respect, out the door. Hits him with a chair. Hits him twice. Throws it down. Scott recovers quickly, but Beau still on the offensive. He's got Scott up and drops him down. Scott fighting back. You know, this isn't just a match about strength. Oh, a huge punch. And there it is, the TMS. Scott lands the TMS. He's going to end this right now. And he does. A sudden and abrupt end. The TMS combo. Catching Beau off guard. That is all it took.
Here is your winner, and still Internet's World Champion, Scott Johnson.
Scott holds on to the title, even in the tighty whities. Even without the power of jorts to help him. A surprisingly quick match. And doesn't that just say it all, everybody? I don't have control over it. I don't have control over it. It's the way it goes. Oh, there is much pain in the chat room. I am sorry, everybody. I am sorry. That was not as fulfilling. But that's the way it goes. You never know. It could have, in another world, this was Beau's night. In another world, we had a new champion. This is the way it goes. That's going to do it, everybody. That's going to do it for Frog Wrestling. There's so many questions. What's the future of Core? What's the future of the Mod Syndicate? What's the future of grinding gear? A lot of rivalries have sprung up, whether it's Ben throwing Tanner out of the ring in the Battle Royale, whether it's John calling out Brian Dunaway, his own teammate, or Garrett and Kyle forced to team up against each other in a triple threat match that they ultimately lost. Anything could happen, and anything will. We'll see what happens next time. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody.